Happy Friday, my fiendish friends! We're here today to do some zombie test hands because you requested it and we are here to serve.
In the last few zombie videos that we've updated, a lot of people have been asking what we're playing, why we're playing, how this deck is so much better than every other synchro deck. In today's video, we're here to show you exactly why that's the truth.
And while this deck is absolutely fantastic, there are a lot of lines of play, there are a lot of intricacies and different routes you can take, and this deck is extremely hand dependent. So every hand will give you a different outcome, and the mills are kind of RNG, so we can't predict every hand and what's gonna happen and how your opponent is and what they're playing and the interactions and everything. So we're gonna try and show you some test hands in this video, give you an idea of what things can look like, and show you an extremely fast updated deck profile. So if you're into all that, care, or want to see what the hell this deck is doing, good news, we're here to give that to you. But before we get into all that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the sub squad, hit the notification bell, like the video, and comment a card that you think should be hit on the ban list because we're getting to that time of year, folks, and this deck is playing a lot of cards that should be on the ban list, so that's great.
With all that out of the way, let's get into the very quick and brief updated zombie deck profile. Alright team, here's the updated list. If you want a more in-depth profile, there's one tagged up in the corner. The only notable changes here are the Psychic End Punisher, the Link Karibo, and the Galaxy Cyclone to help out Mystic Mine.
Also, for anyone who will inevitably ask, the side deck is going to be up on Patreon, so make sure you check it out. Links in the description box down below. August does start next week, so you can still get in on all the August rewards and see all of the cool side decks, so make sure you check it out. Thanks, appreciate it. Let's get into some test hands and show you what this puppy can do. Alright team, as always, we're going to shuffle the deck on up and do a 5-card hand to show you what a realistic hand will look like. Obviously, this deck has a lot of different lines of play, so we're going to try and show you a couple of different hands to see if there are different lines we can take, because the deck can get a little complicated. But with all that being said, we're going to see how this puppy drives, shuffle on up, cut, and see what we got.
Alright, do a few more of these bad boys, and boom.
Dun, dun, dun. Don't break.
Alright, we're going to start off with, I'm one of those weird people who puts my deck up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deck fell over.
We're suave as ever, as you can
All
say.
right, bam, there it is. All right, this is not bad at all. So we have a few different lines here. So I know this might look weird, right? We have the Griffin Rider, we have E-Telly, obviously we have the Foxy Tune, Valor, and we have the Mizuki. I think the best way to think about this hand, at least the way I think about this hand, is that we have two different ways to get to our Chaos Ruler, which is kind of the pivotal point for this deck, and we have a free card to pitch off of our Foxy Tune. We can special summon the Griffin Rider, normal summon Effect Valor, do the whole shebang if we want, or we can just go the punk route and see what happens. So I think because we know we have that ability, we're going to start here with the E-Telly activation, and then if they have Ash, we still have no bodies on the board, so we can special summon our Griffin Rider. So let's E-Telly. We'll special summon our copy of the Xiamine, and then we'll just activate Xiamine's effect. Here we're going to search our copy of Deer Note. You do have the ability, if you would like, to search your copy of Foxy Tune, that you could like Foxy Tune, pitch Mizuki, get Mizuki engrave, and then just, you know, get the Deer Note out of the deck that way, but we have not used our normal summon. We do have the ability to do that later on, so we're just going to activate the Deer Note's effect, show our opponent our Foxy Tune, pitch the Foxy Tune, and special summon our copy of Deer Note.
Wow, it's a 5 and a 3. That's really crazy. I wonder what's going to happen next.
We're going to synchro summon, that's what.
It's Mr. Mill himself, Chaos Ruler. Dun, dun, dun.
Chaos Ruler is always going to be Chain Link 1, and then I like to go for the Deer Note Chain Link 2. I always target the Foxy Tune here because not only does it guarantee you access to your zombie vampires so you can mill additional cards, but it also shows you what your opponent is playing, so it gives you a better idea of how to set your board up. So we're going to special summon this out, and then opponent, you want to cut before we mill, please?
Yay! I can't wait to help you plus.
Alright, we're going to start off by seeing one copy of Right, one copy of Valor, one Mizuki, one E-Telly, and one copy of Water Enchantress.
I hate it here.
That's beautiful.
I was like, surely he won't see anything good. Oh, okay.
We're just going to take the Valor here because that's absolutely broken, and then obviously we have the Water Enchantress here in our graveyard, so we are going to activate the Water Enchantress and banish it. Bam, Right.
She's just chilling in the Sangan waiting lounge. He's just guarding everyone. If you like the playmat, check out ImperiumDuelist.com. Feel free to use the code CrushCards10 for 10% off. You're welcome.
Now we can activate our copy of Right
into our very official, actually real and true adventurer token. Shout out to Konami staff at Nationals for letting us embarrass ourselves in public to get this token made. It's perfect, it's wonderful, Tops is immortalized, and I couldn't be more blessed. Anyway, there you go, bud.
Yeah, I always like to put them over there. Obviously, we're going to place the Fateful, and then we will resolve our copy of Right. We now have our Griffin Rider, so we can just activate that. Now, if we'd like, we can activate our Fateful Adventures effect to search the equip spell. We're not actually going to do that here because I'd like to use that for chain blocking the needle fiber. So instead, I'm going to activate this effect to search the monster. Very clear on clarifying that. Here we're going to search our copy of Water Enchantress, and we do have to pitch a card. Wow, look at that. Remember how we said we can literally just pitch a Mizuki later and normal summon it? There's always so many ways to get things into your graveyard here. So I know we are past our 5th summon now, so a lot of people are going to say, oh, what if I had Nib, blah, 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 blah. No one's really playing Nib, so we don't really respect it. I'm going to be completely honest here, but
Griffin.
But if they did just use the Nib before the Griffin, we haven't normal summoned yet, so like Valor and any copy of the, you know, the token, any other monster can just make fiber. We have double Mizuki in our graveyard, so we just continually play for free, so Nib doesn't really affect this deck. So I feel like when people side Nib, it's actually kind of a free thing to play around.
I also feel like going into the Pote format with Sprite and Tailnet, I feel like against Sprite, Nib is really useless because they just protect themselves from Nib anyway, so I feel like Nib is honestly going to fall out of favor next format, so just keep that in mind.
That being said, we're going to move on. As we said, we're going to overlay our 2 level 8s here into our copy of the Zombie Vampire. I also just want to say real quick before we activate the Zombie Vampire, I think zone placement is really important. As Logan said, I don't really know what it's going to look like come the Pote format or post-Pote format, but Relinquished Anima is a card that's seeing a lot of play right now, so I do try to keep my negates free of these zones. So I'm always summoning over here. I'm always trying to summon in the middle. So that being said, we're going to actually activate our Zombie Vampire. We're going to detach 1. Opponent, you want to cut, please?
Oh boy.
We're milling 4.
I can't wait to see Snow's stupid face.
We'll see Banshee.
Oh,
wow,
man.
there we go.
Oh,
Shang-Chi, let's go. Xiamin.
Oh,
and
God.
one
Okay,
copy
it's not
of
Snow.
Zombie
All right,
World.
that's fine. As long as it's not, I mean, granted, I gave you 2 extenders and
yeah.
essentially Zombie World access, but I mean, at least it's not Snow.
I genuinely feel like this deck does have the best Chaos Ruler mills, the best Zombie Vampire mills, because
Whack.
every card is live. We're just going to take our tuner here because, you know, Needle Fiber. So, bam, there is our tuner. Keep in mind, we also have not normal summoned yet. Before we play even further, we're just going to activate the Banshee so we don't see that Zombie World in our graveyard. We'd rather see it on our field, so there it is.
Just 2 cute girls hanging out in the Bandersnatch with Sangan. Man, look at him. He's got a whole party over there.
Now we're going to link summon here using our tuner and non-tuner.
And everyone's favorite canned chicken noodle soup. Oh, there he is, fresh and wild.
We're going to activate the fiber effect. Here we're going to summon our copy of Red Rose Dragon. I mean Unizom. I'm just kidding. This is so much better than summoning Red Rose.
Truth.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to special summon our Water Enchantress because we control an adventurer token. Isn't that kind of wild?
And then we're going to search the adventurer field spell. Just kidding. No, we're not. Did you know that's her effect? She has a secondary effect. We're not using it, though.
We're going to synchro with our 3 and 3.
Into our Immortal Dragon. Look at that. Zombie synchro monster. Look at us being different.
All right, now we're going to activate the Immortal Dragon's effect. It's Foolish Burial, any zombie monster from your deck to your graveyard, and then it loses the level equal to what we send. We're going to send a Mizuki, so this card is now officially a level 2. With that being said, we're going to now activate our copy of Chaos Ruler. We're going to banish a Dark, which is specifically going to be our Chang-Chi, and a Light monster, which is going to be our copy of Foxy Tune. The Light doesn't matter, but the Chang-Chi always matters. So here we're going to summon our Chaos Ruler, and now that's going to trigger the Chang-Chi. Because it was banished, we can banish any other zombie monster in our graveyard to special summon it. We have everything here. Keep in mind, Zombie World is face up, so everything is a zombie monster, but just in case you don't have Zombie World, just also remember that this is a zombie monster, so you don't always need Zombie World face up to resolve that effect. But I think the best card to get rid of, though, is going to be our copy of Z-Main, because if we ever need it, we have another one in the graveyard. We have 3 Mizuki. It's kind of redundant now. So now we're going to special summon our copy of the Chang-Chi here. Now we can activate the Chang-Chi's effect. This is going to send our copy of Plague Spreader.
Oops, sorry, the hot tub sand game party is getting a little wilder. We had to move Z-Main down a little. Woohoo! Look at the party.
I will say, as I was going through the deck, I did notice one thing, and I feel really dumb. We're supposed to activate the Needle Fiber and then chain this to search the equip spell. It doesn't matter. We have a negate, so we're not really worried about any of that. But now we are going to take, remember, this is a 2, this is an 8.
And everyone's favorite, Bear on the Floor.
Fabulous.
Baron de Floor, Baron.
Here we're going to banish our copy of Mizuki. We can target literally any zombie monster in our graveyard. I know we are not playing the Beatrice package anymore, but just in case anyone was curious as how we get to it, this is where you just bring back the Immortal Dragon. It's still a 6. This is how you make Beatrice. Send whatever you want, but the reason we're not playing that is because I will show you a different route to get to Scythe. We will target a zombie monster. It doesn't matter, so we'll just summon out our Immortal Dragon here. We are going to Link Summon. Here we're going to summon our copy of Artifact Dagda, and then this, now we can just trigger the Fateful. You can really do it at any summon, but here is where we're going to grab the Draco back. Here we're going to banish our copy of Mizuki now. We're going to target our Unizombie. Now we can activate the Unizombie's effect, targeting itself, and now we can chain the Dagda. This is going to set Scythe. Unizombie can resend our copy of Chang-Chi here. Now we're going to Link Summon
into a 2-mat appetizer for all y'all.
We're going to activate our Bear in the Floor, popping our copy of Scythe. I know that may be a little weird. Follow me here. It's going to be really interesting. thing. Now we can banish our copy of Mizuki, special summon out that Changshi that we just resent to the graveyard. And this is a 4, this is a 6. We did activate the Mizuki, so this does actually just go back into the graveyard. This is going to synchro summon
into Go Green Scythe Recycler, it's Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord.
Boom.
Man, this is really insult to injury. You are just not having a good time if you're playing against this right now.
So this is what we're going to call our end board. If we look through our graveyard, we have the Changshi for follow-up. We do have that beautiful copy of Artifact Scythe. We have a copy of Plague Spreader. We also have the Water Enchantress for follow-up. And then on top of that, we have double copies of Veiler. We have the Griffin Rider Negate. We have 2 Appaloosa Negates. We have the Bear on the Floor Negate. And then the best part about this deck, which is why I think this deck is way better than any other Synchro variant, is in our opponent's draw phase. We're going to activate the Red Eye Zombie Lord, target the Scythe because Zombie rolled his face up. This is going to special summon the Scythe, and in their draw phase, no main phase priority for Dark Ruler, you've already Scythe locked them with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negates?
And a Floodgate through Zombie World. Blink!
And then if they do have Droplet, they have to Droplet for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and then they have 1 card to play with.
They're gonna play through 2
double
Veiler,
Veiler?
bro? Yo, Veiler not being hard once returned is absolute whack. I absolutely love Veiler. Yeah, this is just mean. And
this is an auto win.
It's just, yeah, you don't lose. Like, and then you've got a Mystic Mine out with Draco back on the next turn. Like, it's just good. This deck just doesn't lose to things. It's really insane. Obviously, it's very mill dependent, but I mean, I guess we'll do another hand and show you guys how good it can get twice. All right, first hand was pretty poppin', I'm not gonna lie, that was really insane. It was nice because we got to show you both routes with the Baron and the Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord, but now we're gonna do another hand, see if it's great, see if it's suboptimal, and you know what, we're gonna show you what it can do either way. Wow, I really forgot to say the word W right there, but anyway, hi, okay, well, we're gonna shuffle up, cut, and see what we can do, team.
All right, here's a few more of these. Boom.
Alrighty, yee-haw, fam.
All right, let's start off. We will see a copy of 1 Foxy Tune, 1 Emergency Teleport.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, I mean, this isn't even fair, right? Like, this is just, I mean, this is basically the same hand.
What the heck? Well, this hand's really cool, but you know, we're gonna shuffle back and try something else because that's literally the same combo. We want to show you guys some variety, of course. Let's see if we can get something else, you know?
Let's just do a few more of these bad boys, couple little riffles in there, make it feel nice and mixed up.
Yeah, let's get a danger. Come on, I'm feeling a danger.
A few more of these. Bam.
Danger.
There you go.
Highway to the danger zone.
All right, we're gonna see Zimin. All right, beautiful.
That's not a
Water
danger.
Enchantress. Another
Give me a
Zimin.
danger.
Ooh, interesting. Jet and our copy. Oh my God, that's literally crazy.
Punk hand, man.
All right, once again, this is literally the same exact play because you just do the Water Enchantress stuff. Your normal Zimin, you don't have to activate it. You open another punk, so you reveal,
you saw
you
2
do
punks
this.
and Water
You know
Enchantress.
exactly how this
Yeah,
works.
it's the same thing. Moving on.
All right, team. So maybe that speaks to the consistency of the deck. I'm sorry,
Yeah, you
it's
know,
3 hands, but at least
my
they do
deck
the same
is
thing.
too consistent. I am seeing good hands for my audience. What a shame. Well, if anything, the deck is showing up for this, but it will brick tonight inevitably at locals, so make sure you wish us luck, team. We're gonna need it.
That being said, a couple more of these. I'll do whoop, whoop, and here you go, opponent.
All right, I want to see a danger. I want some RNG. Give me something cool, but I mean, I guess if it's ready telly, that's fine too.
All right, there's Foxy Tune. That's a tuner. Draco back. That's a good card to see because it's a
You're not a
brick.
danger.
So, dear no. Wow, literally, this card loves being in my hand.
Oh my God,
Foxy
why?
Tune and Jet Synchron. All right, we are literally just playing pure punk right now.
Ooh.
So here I think what the best move is. Obviously, we're going to activate our Foxy Tune, attempt to pitch our Jet Synchron. This is going to grab our copy of Ziamine. Now we're going to activate the Ziamine paying 6. This is going to grab us another copy of Foxy Tune. I honestly just like to do this because it leaves that like unknown card in your hand because even though you have a Foxy Tune, your opponent doesn't know that you have another Foxy Tune. So now we're going to activate the Deer Note, reveal the Foxy Tune, pitch the Foxy Tune, special the Deer Note. Y'all know how this
Oh
goes.
man, what's this? It's an 8. Donk, let's mill some cards, team.
Chaos
Time
Reel
to
1.
see everything we need.
Deer Note 2, target Foxy. There's the Foxy. Here you go. Got a cut for me there, please, opponent.
Great, I can't wait.
All right, now let's see.
I hate this part.
1 Veiler, that's a good card. Unizombie, 2 E-Telly, not a good card. Veiler, and another E-Telly. Wow, this is literally symmetrical. I think we're just going to grab the Veiler here. And now we are going to do everyone's favorite play, which is Overlay.
Oh man, you thought those mills were bad. Wait till you see this.
All right, so I think the best part here is this does showcase like a mediocre hand because we don't have any of our right package. We don't have any of our like negates or any like of our broken extenders. So we're still
we're just
digging.
chilling on a zombie vampire and hoping for the best.
We are going to activate this. Keep in mind, though, before we resolve this, that we do have the Jet engraved, so we still can get to Fiber regardless of what happens. So we haven't really touched our deck, so we'll go 1. Oh, that's a beautiful Foolish. 2. 3. Mizuki is beautiful and right. All right, we actually don't have a tuner off of this. You can hope that your opponent does give you a tuner, but we do not have that ability now. We are just going to be forced here to summon that Jet Synchron by pitching our copy of Foxy Tune. You can also just normal the Veiler if you'd really like, but we're not trying to waste all of our resources that way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to link summon Jet Synchron. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your service.
And a Needle Fuber.
There he is. We're going to activate the Needle Fiber's effect. This is going to summon our copy of Plague Spreader Zombie, and this is where I like to feel a little bit more secure because this is now an extender. We're going to put this in our graveyard, which is going to get us access to our Unizombie. We still have the Chaos Ruler in our graveyard, so even if our opponent was choosing to interact with us a little bit more than this demonstration, we still have things to keep us going. That being said, we are going to synchro here.
For our favorite goofy looking little zombie dude.
That's Immortal Dragon. We're going to activate the Immortal Dragon's effect. Just going to send another copy of a Mizuki. This is going to be a level 2. Now we're going to Mizuki back our copy of Unizombie here. We can activate the Unizombie's effect targeting itself. This is going to send our copy of Chang-Chi. Now we can Chaos Ruler effect in graveyard, banishing a dark and banishing a light, summoning our copy of Chaos Ruler. And remember what we said before, how we don't have access to our zombie world. This is a perfect example. The Chang-Chi can still trigger by banishing our copy of Zombie Vampire to special summon itself out now. Now we can activate the Chang-Chi. This is going to send our Necro World Banshee. We can then activate the Banshee's effect.
Bam!
It's gonna grab us our zombie world. So this is still a 6. This is still a 4. Here we are going to Synchro Summon. This is gonna go to the bottom of the deck again.
Into get on up, get on the floor. Everybody look, it's Bear on the floor.
We're gonna take our 8 and our 2. This is once again gonna make our copy of Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord. We're gonna activate our Plague Spreader Engraved now. We can just top deck the Draco back because this is a free card we can just get access to next turn. So we'll special the Plague, and now all we have to do is just get that one extender that we have. Obviously we have Mizuki here. You can bring back almost anything in your graveyard. We're going to banish our copy of Mizuki. We'll just target Immortal Dragon in all honesty. Special summon this back. This doesn't really matter here. We're gonna fix up our messy graveyard, and now we are going to link one more time
into, oh my god, please ban this card. I'm so goddamn sick of Scythe Dagda.
Yeah, there it is. And this is going to be our end board. We have the Veiler here. Obviously, we do have the copy of Baron. We have the Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. Even though we don't have the Scythe in our graveyard, on our opponent's turn, we can just wait for their main phase, activate the Needle Fiber, chain the Dagda, set this, Needle Fiber resolves, we special out the TG Wonder Magician. Y'all know how this goes. This actually is really strong though because it can also get us any extender from our graveyard to play in the next turn. So on our opponent's turn, you could special summon back like the Unizombie if you'd like. You could special summon back the Immortal Dragon. Realistically, anything you'd like. And then we do have both level 10 synchros. We'll have Scythe and TG Wonder Magician. So it is a huge wall that our opponent is going to have to clear.
Obviously, we can show you every combo and every lion to the moon, but we don't know what you're playing against when it comes to you actually playing. So you kind of have to learn these intricacies on your own and make those decisions yourself.
And as Logan said before, Zombie World is one hell of a card in itself.
Yeah, even with a mediocre hand, look at what we've achieved. Like, you still get to Zombie World, you still have Fiber, you're still getting to Scythe at some form or another, you're still able to make Baron, you still have an interruption. Even though in this hand, we literally didn't use the right package at all. Like, literally didn't even need it, and look what you were able to do. But still, it just goes to show that you don't need the Adventure Engine to achieve a solid board.
So I hope this opened up your eyes to an insane deck. I know coming with the Power of the Elements format that there's a lot of decks that people are really excited for. I still think that this is one of the best options.
And speaking of Power of the Elements, we're going to be opening that for Sneak Peek this Saturday, so make sure you come back. We'll be opening a box, maybe 2, who knows, and there'll be tons of opening next week, as well as on stream we'll be opening a case, so make sure you come stick around for all that fun stuff. There will be giveaways, as always, for every set, but we really love this deck. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, we can't show you every hand and every combo in the world, but we're trying our best, so make sure you let us know in the comments if this was helpful for you.
And let us know if you liked this style of video and if you'd like to see even more.
Wow, but with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We love you, you matter, and we will see you guys in the next video, which is probably tomorrow, but I don't know anymore. Anyway, go watch these videos over here. Bye! See you.